here's the title. I make $245,000 a year as the 6'1" sex giantess. She's like a literal giant. No joke. Look at the picture when you see it. Don't play the video because it's got music, but you can scroll down. But she says she can't get a real life date. Attractive woman, very, very tall. It's because we often say that women say that guys need to be tall, right? They need them to be 6 foot and up. But I think there's some reverse, stuff that happens. I think a lot of guys would tell you that they would prefer a woman not be so tall. They don't want a woman taller than them, probably. And they also probably would prefer petite. I think if you had to get a height range that guys prefer, I think it would probably be around like the 5'3" to 5'8". I get some of the models are really tall, but you know what happens with that guys don't like? Even when they see the tall, lanky, like beautiful, their hands and feet are very big. And I've had guys come to me and be like, our feet are enormous. No joke. So sometimes that becomes an issue. I'd be curious though. Guys in the chat, do you like tall women? Would you prefer like a munchkin like me or someone who's, 6'1"? I'm curious where that's falling in this current year that we're in. Maybe I'm outdated. It's possible. I feel like everybody's growing and I'm shrinking anyway. Anyway, let's talk about, look at the chats rolling in. Everyone's very excited about this spicy topic. Okay. So she's woman's British. Her name is Penny. Let's go back to the article, Delhi. All right. Now there's a number of red flags here. So we're just going to go by one. Okay. Single mom of 2. Okay. We see that. We're like, uh-oh, what happened there? She's 34. She says her sex life has suffered since she became a cyber star. And she now has been celibate for 6 months. I love when they say this. You're a sex worker, honey. You're not celibate. You're talking about in your private life. Oh, don't you love how they separate? Oh, my sex work is different. It's not different, honey. You're still spreading the gams. All right. She says, I have to admit, I find that OnlyFans is a massive obstacle if you want a serious relationship, Penny told Medium Drum. It definitely gives a certain impression and causes a lot of jealousy. Honey, it doesn't cause jealousy. They're not jealous. They're like, nasty, disgusting, and they think that you're a liability now. They don't trust you because they know that because you're doing OnlyFans, you're more likely to cheat on them. You're more likely to be promiscuous. You're a hot mess, and guys don't want to be bothered with it. That's really what's going on here. Plus, she got 2 kids, and now they're thinking she's got 2 kids behaving like this. It doesn't occur to her that these 2 kids might be negatively affected by what she's doing. It's a hot mess all around. Okay, she's 6'1". She says she's been sexualized since she was 13. And she says before she was an occupational therapist and she was only making $20,000 a year, which I find odd. Why only $20,000 a year, occupational therapist? And this is what she says. You can scroll down, guys, too, and show more of the photos so people can see what she looks. Because sometimes she's very looming tall. Okay. There's a massive fetish out there for tall women. It's my height that stands out and makes me unique. This is the best. Don't you love OnlyFans? We're going to tell you what happens here. This is what she says. The most popular are custom role-playing videos where I'm growing and the guys are shrinking. Okay, no joke. They want to be kept in my shoe, my boobs or my bum most of the time, crushing them. Guys, what is going on? You want to be inside her shoe and getting crushed? You want her to be getting big and you small? I mean, do we need to have a conversation about mental illness going on here? What is going on with these fetishes? I thought it was just feet. Apparently it's a whole other world out there that I don't know about on OnlyFans. She says, I do worry it could affect the possibility of attracting the right person for me in the future, but I'm quite content being by myself with my 2 beautiful daughters. And you're doing this. Making a lot of money. OnlyFans has definitely grown my confidence. I feel more empowered than ever. Okay, she's 34. She says she can't get a guy. By the way, she says she's happy. She's not. Because you wouldn't say that. If you're really happy in your if you're really happy in your situation, you don't say, you don't first of all have to tell everybody you're really happy. Like, oh, I'm really happy. Don't worry, blah, blah, blah. I'm alone and can't get a guy, but I'm really, really, really happy. That's not how people talk, right? You just wouldn't you would just not even mention it. It wouldn't even be on your mind. It's on your mind because you're unhappy. Secondly, she's saying this. She's 34 years old, mother of 2, single mom. Wait till you're 40, honey, and tell me how you're feeling that you're still alone, that now you have a lot less guys that are going to be interested in you. Number one, because you're climbing the age ladder, and that's just the way it goes, right? The desirability is going to go down even more. That's just the way it goes. We know that. Secondly, you already have 2 daughters by another guy, so that's a problem for a lot of guys. And thirdly, now you're going to have this whole repertoire online of sexual interactions, weird stuff, fetish stuff with a bunch of strangers. You think that's going to make for a resume for, oh, look, I'm looking for a really great guy. Here's what's on my resume. Single mom of 2 daughters. Well, let's see. I'm 30. I was, now I'm 40, let's say. I have a long OnlyFans list of videos where I've done, fetish stuff with a whole bunch of strange guys. What guy? Your average guy walking around, nice guy, good, raised right. That one. I want that one. No, honey, that guy's not going to want you to make him feel small and put him in your shoe like the others. He's just looking for somebody to bring home to his mom, have a nice Thanksgiving dinner. You're not going to be it. So what happens to this woman, by the way, everyone? Antidepressants, anxiety meds, stress. It's going to hit her, and it's going to hit her big, and she's not going to be able to undo, because 34 is still young. People are having kids late. 34 is still young. Very, very young. You still look like you're in. I mean, if you're taking care of yourself, you still look young at 34. And she's a pretty girl, don't get me wrong, but this is not going to end well. We all know that. If you like the short clip and want to watch the full episode, click here. And if you want to connect with me one-on-one on Connect, you're going to click right here. Let's get to talking.